Hi guys, Christopher here and welcome back to the start of another season with York City in the Premier League for FIFA 13. Couple of things to do before we move the schedule on. First one is to have a look at the team, see who we need to get rid of. There are a few players I think we do need to look to try and sell. Obviously Manuel just came in this season, so we need to try and keep him and develop him. Wolford is a player who I want to transfer list. I don't think he's going to be a player that gets used or is going to be of any real potential. Oamyela, another goalkeeper. We have several of these and he's just not progressing as much as I'd want him to, so unfortunately he's going to be added to the transfer list. Hoffler I want to try and keep and hopefully develop him. Jenkov already transfer listed. Nasser Renaud not really progressing as much as I'd hoped, so I'll transfer list him. Ortiz, I'm happy to let him go out on loan again for another season. Juan Marcos, I want him to go out on loan. Navas currently is my backup keeper, so I want to keep him as my backup keeper. Lemaire can go out on loan. Escobar we may try and play, especially as we have EuroLeague games coming up, and also obviously all the cup games, so he may get a run out. Luis Gadan is one I'm going to try and play this season and give him some game time. Valverde we want to try and get rid of. Hayams we want to develop. Perez Alonso is one I want to keep and develop. He's only 21 but he's rated 78, whereas obviously Garay is 31 but 79, so and he's on 40 grand a week is Garay, so we'll add him to the transfer list. Jack Butland, if we get an offer for him I may sell him. Luke Shaw is another one, obviously he's not happy. There are players I can bring in. Camacho already transfer listed, if I can get rid of him because he's 23 but rated 79, and we've got Perez Alonso who's 21 and rated 78. De Souza Silva we'll keep for now. There is a player on the shortlist who I'm going to try and bring in. Hiram Mayer, DeCilio, Baker, Soriano, Thiago Medeiros, Rubino we want to keep. Taylor is an interesting one. If an offer comes in for him we may have to sell him. Lazarevic we're going to look to try and play a bit more this season. Obviously he's only 21 but he's rated 82. He's more than Medeiros, so he will be played. Welbeck and Canteros maybe the two starters we use up front. Fraser Force is the keeper, but we may have options to get rid of him. Son obviously was signing last January. We obviously will be rotating between Welbeck, Canteros and Son, and obviously Soriano is valued at 16 million. He's going to be an exciting prospect. He's only 21 years old but he's rated 82. He's only one behind Canteros, Welbeck and Son, but he's several years younger. Silva, we want to keep him and try and use him as the linchpin in midfield, same as Moreno Fuentes. So, Moreno Fuentes, 22 years old, overall is 85, and his value is 24 million. If someone comes in for him and offers silly money, and by silly I'm talking 35-40 million, then obviously for the greater good I'll sell him, but other than that I'm not going to sell him and he's not going anywhere. On the shortlist, a couple of players who are just there for me to keep an eye on, Del Fabro and Zuma. A player that we could look to bring in is Gundogan. He is down to his final year of his contract, so we could look to bring him in. But the other one I am interested in bringing in is Nana Welbeck. You can see acceleration is 95, balance 93, agility 92, stamina 90, long pass 89, short pass 88. He is commonly suited to the central midfield or central defensive midfield, so if I look to move to a 3-5-2 he can play in there with Silva. Medium defensive and attacking work rates. He's a dribbler and an acrobat. See there, he's got decent ball control, dribbling is good, finishing isn't the greatest, long pass 89, it's brilliant, long shot 70, so it's okay. Well, he's got the the flair and the potential to open the play up. So he is in the final year of his contract. You can see there the chief exec says between 5.2 and 6.7. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to 5.5 and see if Barcelona accept that offer. The other one was Gundogan, who we could look to bring in. Acceleration, agility, balance, reactions and sprint speed are all good. Vision is great. Dribbling is 90. Finishing is a bit higher than Nana Welbeck's. He's got a good long shot. He's better than Welbeck, but obviously he's slightly older, so you'd expect that from him. He can play there in every position in the midfield. So maybe if Barcelona come back and say no, we look to bring in Gundogan. You can see here we'll go to approach Borussia Dortmund. Chief exec says between 5.1 and 6.9. So maybe if we sell a midfielder, we could bring him in, as he's on 50 grand a week as well. Same as Nana Welbeck. Here is a free agent goalkeeper that we saw in the previous episode. I am going to look to try and bring him in and look to potentially sell Jack Butland, or maybe even Fraser Forster. He's only rated 2 less than Fraser Forster, and he's several years, I think he's about 10 years younger. So there you go, we'll offer him the 20 grand a week that he wants. I'll make it a 4-year deal, 10% clean sheet and an important first team player. He agrees to that deal. The other free agent we're going to look to bring in is Jordan Miombe. And you can see he's got acceleration of 97, sprint speed 91, balance 98, agility 90, ball control 80, dribbling 80. It was said in the comments below for the last video, it was a case of bring him in and then give him a couple of years and it'll be worth a shed load of cash. So that is my intention, is to bring him in now, and then we'll look to send him out on loan for this season and next. Someone's going to want him. He's only on 9 grand a week, and then that is where I am potentially looking to do for a couple of seasons and then sell him on. Hopefully we get a big enough offer for him. The other player I'm looking to bring in is Ibrahim Mbaye. He can play anywhere across the back four and also in the CDM position. 23 years old and he's rated 81, so he's younger than Luke Shaw and he's rated higher than Luke Shaw. So he's a potential left or right back we can bring in. He can play anywhere. He is in the final year of his contract, I believe. A quick check now. Yeah, granted he's on 50 grand a week, but he's in the final year of his contract, so if we can get him for 4.5 million, I think that will be a good deal, and then we may look to sell Luke Shaw if we have to, if we're forced to sell him. There is that option there. One thing I was asked to do in the comments for the last video as well was to have a look and see what squad AFC Wimbledon have for one player. So here we go. I believe they're still in the League One. Yep, there we go. AFC Wimbledon. So we'll quickly have a run through their squad just to see who they have. They may have a star. This could be a little omen. They have a star we could bring in. Highest rated player they've got is 72. They have Lewis Harris. They have Callum McNaughton, Sammy Moore, Brendan Kiernan, Seb Brown, Frankie Merrifield, Jason Pryor, Jim Fenlon, Charlie Strutton, Luke Moore, Stephen Mendez-Liang, Rashid Yusuf, Reece Johnson, Mikael James Ruiz, Sean Buckley, William Ball, Mark de Monchiac, Dan Sweeney, Ayum Tembe Masika, Larib Misjan, Emmanuel Holness, Stephen Halliday. So that's it. That's the AFC Wimbledon team. A few tongue twisters in there, but there you go. You asked about the AFC Wimbledon team. There they are. There's a couple of players who are highly rated. There you go. Lewis Harris, valued at 1.4 million. I think he's their top player by a fair distance. So hopefully That's sorted for you. Unfortunately, I can't see where they are in the league. Obviously, we just started as well, so I can't see whether they've just been promoted or relegated. But guys, we'll move the schedule on a few days. I don't think I'm going to get the whole of pre-season done in this episode unless we can speed through things. But I think we're going to have a lot of transfer dealings to get done. As lack of progress sees Wolford listed by York. That is exactly true. And York City allow Ortiz to go out on loan. York City have taken the step to allow 19-year-old Diego Ortiz to go out on loan. The club hope the young wide midfielder will develop into a first-team regular for the future, but for now, Spell gaining first-team experience could be just what the player needs to kickstart his career. That is quite true. So hopefully someone comes in for one or two of my players I've listed up pretty soon. Other clubs showing an interest in Daniel Luan Cruz's stock, that's Torino. Well, we've already made an offer. Yes, they may be showing an interest, but we have an offer on the table. So, we shall just have to see. As it looks like Da Silva is the first deal to go through, and I couldn't quite tell who that was. Okay, so we have a few contract offers that have been accepted. Verheo has accepted his contract. Matthew George has also accepted his contract. Mariano Garcia has also accepted his contract. As Barca have said, the transfer offer for Nano Welbeck is unacceptable. We'll go to 6 mil. I want 7, but I really don't. I think that's a bit too much. Okay, here we go. Daniel Luan Cruz has accepted the contract. There we go. We'll get you straight into the team. And Jordan Miombe has accepted. So we have the option of sending him out on loan, or if we change the formation to a 3-5-2, we have the left winger that we need. There you go. Transfer offer rejected for Ibrahim Mbaye. Let's have a look. Submit new offer. We'll go to 5 mil. I think that's going to be good enough. I could offer them just a straight swap, to be fair, and offer them, say, Luke Shaw in a straight swap deal. Okay, so therefore my 2 new signings are on their way in. I may need to have a quick look at the budget and move some funds around so we have enough to sign one of them, my 2 players. Here we go, 58,000. That should give us at least 1 player, should one of them come in. I moved it up to 100,000. That's 9.2 million, so that's not really enough to bring in both players. We'll leave it. We'll leave me 11 million. It's giving me 64,000 budget. So I'll tell you what we can quickly do. We can have a look in the squad report and see where these new players are. See how they're rated when we can find them. I think that was one. Daniel Verrejo, rated 59. Marian Garcia 49, wow, pretty shocking. Jose Manuel is moving up 1 already. Matthew George 49. Season long loan for you, my fella. Jose Manuel, season long loan. Mariano Garcia, season long loan. Daniel Verrejo, season long loan. Patrick Hoffler already loan listed. Elliot Wolford transfer listed. Yeah, they're all my new guys straight in on loan. I'll tell you what, actually. No, I won't piss my new left midfielder off and have him on the loan list already. I'll give it a month and maybe put him on when the season starts. Okay, here we go. Contract offer accepted. Jose Baquero. Right, let's quickly see where you are. Squad report. Come on, that's where Jose Baquero. Where are you? Okay, here we are. Let's have a look. Jose Baquero, 16 and 58. You can go on a season-long loan. Hopefully, some of these youth players do get picked up and go out on loan. It's the only way they're going to really gain any experience, especially going into the new season. Contract offer accepted from Marian Delgado as well. So all the youth players are coming in now. Let's quickly have a look, see what you are rated at. Delgado, where you are. Keeper rated 51. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 keepers, yep. Cruz, 5 keepers in Forster, 6 keepers in Navas, 7 keepers in Butland. Holy shit. Definitely need to do something with some of these keepers. Transfers, sell players, sort by position. Here we go. Yale is transfer listed. George is on for the season long loan. Delgado, you can be on the season long loan. Yale says, yeah, you are transfer listed. Butland, Forster, and Navas. Tell you what, Navas, I'll add you and let you go out on loan for the season. Yeah, if we get an offering for Butland or Forster, I may look to take it, but I'm not going to transfer list them, as I'll get offers that are actually lower than their value. So we don't want to really do that if we can help it. We shall move on. Hopefully we hear back from Barca or Inter in terms of Welbeck or Mbaye pretty soon. Interested to have 2 Welbecks in the team. Okay, here we go. Transfer offer rejected for Inter. So we'll leave that one on the back burner for now, and we have a transfer offer in for Matteo De Sciglio, Sampdoria. I'll counter that with a £16 million bid. If you want to give me that much, then it gives me more money to go for Mbaye, but I don't really want to sell De Sciglio if I can help it. But if you're going to pay silly money, then you can have it. To be fair, I'll take the XP, as Barca have accepted the transfer offer for Nana Welbeck. Okay, so he wants 50 grand, he can have that. He can have a 10% bonus, 4-year deal, and he's going to be a crucial first team player. Get that offer in, and then hopefully we can look to build the midfield, as Juventus in talks with Man City over Nastasic. Okay, interesting one that, potentially. Well, here we go. Transfer offer for Fabinho from Borussia Dortmund. Interesting how they want him. Counter offer with a 15 million bid. Like I said, be cheeky if you want him, pay over the top. I wonder who Borussia Dortmund actually have. I know they have Gundogan, but I don't really want to do a swap deal, as Sampdoria, yep, not worth that much. I don't really want to do a swap deal for Gundogan, because he's not, I don't think he's sort of out of position. So go transfers, buy players, and we'll have a look, see who Dortmund have in their team. Bundesliga, where are you? Quickly find the Bundesliga. Come on, there we go. Borussia Dortmund, and then we will search, see who they have. Hopefully there may be someone in there that I think, do they have Bittencourt still? Yeah, they do have Bittencourt. Goetze, we can't afford his wage. Mats Hummels, potentially we could bring him, we can't really, I don't think, afford his wage that too much, to be fair. Maurice Leitner could be one. Persic, Bittencourt, 7.5, is on 35 grand a week. Bas Dost. Tell you what, Bittencourt we will add to shortlist just to keep our eye on him. Mats Hummels, see what contract he's got left. If he's got less than a year, no, he's got 3. Okay, so I think that's going to be a bit of a no-go. Goetze is obviously the obvious one, but with 28 mil we can't afford that. How long has he got left? Right, potentially want to keep an eye on in a couple of years' time. Maurice Leitner, where can you play? Quick look, you can play right mid, left mid, cam or central midfielder, 81 overall. Okay, so we'll quickly have a look and see what the contract status is for Leitner. Fairly long deal, so we need to leave him for the time being. He's one we could look to bring in. Doesn't seem to be anyone else from Dortmund, so what we'll do, oh no, didn't mean to go back and do that. We'll get the schedule moved on a couple of days, hopefully we hear back. Here we go, contract offer accepted from Nana Welbeck. Gladly get you in the side. Hopefully you are There's a few more to come in. Okay, scout report, here we go. 71 max potential, we shall reject you. 80 potential, reject you. 67, definitely reject you. Ooh, 92. Current overall isn't the greatest, but we'll sign you up, you're only 14 years old. And wow, 93. Yeah, we'll sign you up for now, you're only 14, hopefully you are going to improve in our youth team. As new signing is arriving. Fantastic. Okay, we'll move on a little bit further. Borussia Dortmund rejects, but we know you want him, so there is that option should my midfield suddenly change. Obviously if Taylor goes, then we do have the option of Bittencourt or Leitner to bring in. Leitner may be the one. Then again there's Gundogan, so I think the only way, but then again it's sort of defeating the object because it's going to be a defender out and a midfielder in. Okay, attached is a scouting report. 76 max. I was going to say 67, 76 max. Nope. 70 max. Nope. Okay, Spain into the next round of the World Championship. Disappointment as Portugal bow out. Silva's position in jeopardy. Chelsea undecided between Pjanic and Poli. And Barca interested in Sirigu. Okay, nothing much of any interest for us apart from Silva's potential position in doubt. I don't think there is, but oh, transfer offers multiple for Luke Shaw and for Fabinho. Bordeaux, Luke Shaw. Can I be cheeky and say I will be cheeky and say 10 mil for Luke Shaw? It's maybe a bit too much, but it allows us a bit of funds to go after Mbaye. Newcastle reject. Sorry, you're not having Fabinho. If I'm going to sell most of my players, I want to try and sell them abroad, like obviously the Luke Shaw to Bordeaux. Right, Italy through, Argentina eliminated. So I don't even know how and if and where England are getting on, if they're still in the competition. Okay, hopefully Bordeaux get back in. If they say Spurs in bad Stuber talks, but if Bordeaux come back and say you can have, we'll offer you 8, then I'll definitely take that. I've not gone too much. Other clubs showing an interest in Kurt Zouma, Udinese. Okay, and the transfer offer for Nasser Renaud, Watford. Accept that. You can have him. You can definitely have him for that much. 650,000 they've offered. He was worth 800. Yep, that's sort of where obviously I didn't really want. If you don't have to sell players on the transfer list players to sell them, then it's better to not. Obviously you get less value. But Bordeaux, here we go. Unfortunately, more than willing to pay 8 million. Yeah, go on then. You can have it for 8 million. Accept offer. And Kelvin Baker from Fiorentina. Wow. I'll put as 1 on that. You can have him for 17 million. I don't really want to sell Kelvin Baker. I know I have Welbeck in there. Right, transfers. Have you shortlisted? It's Ibrahim Mbaye we're after, isn't it? Cannot approach when squad is full. Okay. So we need to sell some players. That's interesting that the squad is full. So if we go to squad report. No, it's not that one actually. Sorry, it's transfers. Sell players. 42. Wow, we're up to our maximum of 42 players. Okay guys, I will call it a day there. Hopefully you've agreed with some of the signings I've brought in this episode. Hopefully there'll be another one out tomorrow where we'll look to get through pre-season, but feel free to leave any comments for any players you think we should look to try and bring in. Transfer window will be open in the recordings until I think Saturday, so if a bit of time to leave comments. Thanks for watching. Cheers!